Hi, I'm Sam Jacobs. This is my business partner, Avadi Cohen. We both had an idea about 2004, trying to sell something online. We weren't sure what to sell, and we started with socks, we did a few clothing, then we found our niche in shoes and footwear. So we both invested £500 each, that's all. Bought some stock, sold it in my kitchen, as part-time basis only. After about, I'd say 2-3 years, we went to a warehouse, a small warehouse in Barnet, continued on eBay, built our first website around 2006, 2007. About a year or two later, Amazon invited us to sell on their platform. I think in those days it was invite only. So we started to sell on Amazon UK initially. Then we decided to branch out to worldwide sales. So we're now selling in Germany. We do a lot of sales in Spain, in France, in the USA, in Mexico. Now, after about 10-15 years, we're now one of the market leaders for online multi-channel marketing, or sales, I should say.
Right, well, whereas before we started using this vChannel software, if we had a new item that came in, say today, then we would have to list it around about 15 times, each channel individually. But now with this software, we upload all the information once, and the system will just upload it to all the channels simultaneously. Whereas before it would take maybe a couple of hours to list one item, now it can be done in 20 minutes or maybe even less.
At the moment, we do our own translation, but I'm pretty sure if we wanted to, you could get the system to, change from German to English, or sorry, English to German, English to French, and so on.
Absolutely. I do believe that if it wasn't for this software, we may not be where we are today. It would have taken us longer. I mean, this software actually helped us tremendously, more than we ever imagined. Because, like I said, it freed us so much time. It made life so simple for us, so easy for us. In fact, the system also, it actually calculates the different currencies around the world. We just put the UK currency, and it just uploads to all other currencies, to all other countries with the correct currency. So if it was in America, it'd be dollars. If it was in Europe, it'd be in the euro. And it just done that automatically. We didn't have to do anything, just press the button. It's actually very consistent. Since we started with Varistha in 2014, actually they've actually made programs specifically for us, because every business is different. There were things that we needed that maybe someone else didn't need.
The system we got from Varistha from day one is nothing like the system we've got now.
Correct.
We've made so many changes. We've added so many features to it, and you can add features endlessly. There's endless features to add, and basically we just have to work out the feature, do some sort of diagram what we want, give it to Varistha, and within a couple of weeks it's done.
Yes. It's basically bespoke.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You can have you can have the main guts of the system that everyone uses, but there's so many different features that other companies may need that you can do, or you can request to do, and usually that's done. Can be easier to your needs, whatever you need. Because we started to sell other products apart from shoes, like clothing, sunglasses. So we had to obviously add more features onto that system, and more content and so on. So that can be done as well, and that has been done.
From the very first time we actually worked with Satya, he's been actually exceptional. Every time we had an issue, it was either a phone call or an email, and the problem was basically resolved within 24 to 48 hours. So he basically offered us something that the other companies couldn't offer us, which
Personal
is
service,
the
basically.
personal service.
Yeah.
And that is the most important thing. Absolutely, I would. Absolutely. I think that that Varistha's company, like I said before, any issues, they're on there on the other line, and not like an automated answering machine. They will pick up the phone, they will listen to your problem, and they will fix it.
And they'll understand it as well.
Yes.
That's the main thing, they'll understand it. Like we tried using a competitor of Varistha, and they weren't understanding of our needs, and we never got the service that we think we deserved and that we paid for as well.
And needed. Correct.
And needed. So we lost about 6 to 8 months using other companies because they couldn't provide what we wanted. We were quite particular. We are very particular. We are quite fussy, in the way that we run our business and the things that we want. And we found that the bigger the company you are, the less personal service that you get. There's marketplaces we haven't discovered yet. We haven't even touched the surface with. There's potentially 1.5 billion people in China that we haven't really reached out to yet, and 1 billion people in India that we haven't reached out to yet. That's where we want to concentrate. I know they're massive markets. I know other companies are trying to get in there, and I think with Varistha's help we could sort of crack India, crack China.
Especially with the language barrier, and we know that this system will be able to translate everything that we put into the system in English. It will translate it into the language that we need.